Okay, so Jamie and Kessler, what's your answer? What's your anticipated title of the year?
All right, so I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year, but when I was a kid, there was one game that I played more than like any other game. I played this thing like 95% of my waking hours, and it was this really, really awesome game called Logo. And you would basically play it by typing in these commands that tell this turtle where to go. And the turtle was the turtle would be like moving across the screen. And like my mom would ask me every day, she's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, oh, I want to play Logo. I actually found out later on it wasn't actually a game. Yeah. But I want to see a sequel to that come out.
You did that on a screen. We actually had a proper turtle.
Wait, did you play that?
No, it's called a turtle, but it's like a round dome thing, like a robot.
You played that at Butlins.
Butlins.
I couldn't think of the name. I'm like, dude, what's Asheville? Like, what is it called?
Butlins.
Asheville.
Oh dear. Okay.
So I want to see a sequel to Logo come out. And if they don't make a sequel to Logo, then Tim Schafer. I'm talking to you, Tim Schafer. Yo, Psychonauts. Make it happen.
Oh God!
Make it happen, Tim Schafer.
Awesome. You hear that?
I had to pay I don't know how much money a month for a VPN just so I could download the original Psychonauts off of Xbox Live. So
that's how I bought that game as well. I missed it because I didn't own an original Xbox, and that was one of the first things I did when I got my Xbox 360. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Fantastic game.
That must be an American thing because I don't think anybody in Europe.
The sense of humor, I could imagine being very appealing to.
Did it get maybe the release was just stunted or something, so it didn't.
Five people bought the game, which was me.
Yeah.
But
very much a cult classic, I would say.
Yeah.
I will say this. I mean, it's pretty much an adventure game that is a platformer, and it seems like the first few levels, the first few stages of the game, it seems like a conventional platformer, but then it changes as you go through the game, where all of a sudden it is an adventure game, and then it is like a tabletop game, and then it changes shape as you're going through it in really interesting and innovative ways.
And the levels are great.
I would call it basically Zelda. I mean, essentially it's...
No, because Psychonauts was fun.
Shut up.
But
Shut up.
The script was so amazing. The script was...
Yeah, the script was amazing, and just,
it
was so surprising as you would go through it and discover new and wonderful things about it.
So
too many collectibles, though. Too many.
That's what you want then. Psychonauts 2.
I want Logo first of all, and then I want Psychonauts.
Okay, yeah. Logo with its turtles.
Yes.
Okay, so Dylan, what's your answer?
I'm still thinking. So Bear.
Actually, it's announced, but yeah, I would like to play Portal 2 because actually I played the first Portal just for the first time a few weeks ago.
Seriously?
Yes.
I love that game. Just the sense of humor.
Yeah.
The sense of humor. I can, and it's so short that I could go in any day and just play through it again.
I did a dinner interview thing for, was it 1UP? One of those magazines with the writer of Portal.
Eric, what's his name?
He's very funny.
Yeah. I saw he did a GDC postmortem on Portal when I was there, and super funny.
Is he writing the new one?
Yeah.
He was quite funny to drink with.
You monster.
He drank like a fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get on well with him. He drank like a fish.
You're passionate with the game industry in general.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Alki.
Yeah, he was in that video. If you watch that video again.
Eric Wolpaw, I think his name is.
Yeah, that's it. If you go and watch that video on 1UP, I think you still find it on the net. I have the worst cold in existence. No, I mean, seriously, I almost had to cancel it, but I just forced myself through it. But I just got off the plane the previous day, and I'd caught one of those really horrible colds you sometimes get on a plane.
Yeah.
When, and it was like my throat was hurting, my voice was gone,
Oh, you're British, probably couldn't tell the difference.
The temperature, no, it was seriously, temperature was, because we don't speak in really loud voices.
That's
so
it.
I had a temperature and everything, and they were trying to force feed me sake. It was in a Japanese, it was in a fake, it was like It's like
The
San
American
Francisco.
Japanese
it was a San
restaurant.
Francisco
Yeah.
Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was meant to be like a posh one, but none of the food resembled any Japanese food I've ever eaten before.
And like caterpillar rolls, dragon rolls.
No, none of it wasn't even that. That
Seriously?
I can put up. That's pretty good. You know, it
Yeah,
tastes
it's
good.
good.
It wasn't
Yeah,
like it's more like fusion Japanese or something. But what was it fused with? I don't know. But
Caterpillars?
I mean,
Love.
it tasted alright. It just wasn't Japanese. You know? And you know they had the sake and Eric was downing the sake like nobody's business, and I was like trying to drink some of it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to, and so my answers to the sort of questions or the interviewer sound very dry and flat. It's because I was like half dying.
So you're mixing cold medicine with alcohol.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, what's going on?
Poor Dylan.
Yeah, it was like hell.
But you naturally have this very low-pitched, rumbly Sean Connery
British
kind of
people
like...
have that voice in general. I think we're born with that.
Oh.
So-
we all try and I mean we all grow up trying to be James Bond. So,
Ah. So then my
Okay.
example was...
exactly. You do try and
Do you have an
I
answer?
peed next to Sean Connery once.
Did you?
on Venice Beach, he was shooting a movie, and I happened to be there with my
And you
parents.
shot
Wait, was he
the
shooting?
movie
I
with
went
him
into the bathroom and I went to
story.
pee, and Sean Connery was like just right next to me peeing, and that's
in
my
the public toilets.
in the public toilet.
Oh.
Because they're
I've heard
in the
stories about
bathroom on Venice
those
Beach.
those celebrities. They go into the public toilets.
Yeah,
In like Venice Beach.
well, they didn't like build him his own personal toilet.
Yeah,
on the set.
on the
No.
fly.
They did. At one of my schools up north, the emperor's son was coming to visit to see the local, like, it's a harvest
Really?
festival dance called Amburi.
Okay.
And so the emperor's son was coming. They had to
Right.
build him a special toilet just for the visit. So Dylan, what's the answer to? You're undecided.
Carrier Command 2.
What?
It's
Courier
Carrier.
Command?
Carrier. It's
Carrier
an
Command.
old Amiga game which is like strategy and 3D combined into one.
It's coming out this year.
No, because
This is a fantasy.
Oh, this is a fantasy.
we can't,
Okay.
we don't know what is unannounced.
Right,
do we?
unannounced,
Yeah,
that's true.
we'd be announcing it if it was unannounced.
This is true.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so it would be great if that was unannounced. Actually, it has been kind of announced that someone's working on it, but it's probably all fizzled out and no one's working on it anymore. But
Too bad.
it would be very good to see a proper version of Carrier Command.
I don't know why, but
Two.
the first time you said that, I heard courier.
Courier.
I heard Curry Command.
Curry Command.
I thought it was like based on that Yoshinoya game where you have to like
Yeah.
serve
Set up
curry to
your-
people.
There's actually a Yoshi.
These are Yoshinoya game, and it's awesome.
Okay, so on that note, I was. let's wrap this.
Is that
thing
the
up.
end of that question? It wasn't
Yeah,
very
I-
exciting answers
Rascal
there.
up.
Yeah.
We need better, more interesting answers for that. But Carrier Command is a very cult. It's the first game I played until morning.
So
think we
all
can
you
list.
PixelJunk fans out there, we will have another contest next week to give away a PixelJunk T-shirt. So tune in, and yes, any fan-related questions will go to podcast@q-games.com. Visit our forums at pixeljunk.jp, and we have 2 official Twitter feeds now, at PixelJunk News, all one word, and at PixelJunk Radio. You can follow my personal Twitter account at Ariellotti, ARIELOTTI.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because it's your turn. Give your Twitter feed.
All right. Well, if you have interesting things to say, maybe I'll follow you. But it's Okonomiyonda, OKONOMIYONDA. Well, there's only one A
What
at
does
the
that
end.
mean?
Slay one
Okay.
agent.
Okonomiyaki was my favorite food at the time,
Yes.
and Yonda was my DJ name. So I just Okonomiyaki
Combine them
became.
together.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of boring.
It's pretty not interesting.
Not
when
interesting
you
at all. I
think,
thought it'd
yeah.
be more interesting. But
Yeah, I knew this girl named that once.
Yeah.
It was just one crazy night.
Okay, so
My heart was taken. Mine is Dylan Cuthbert, DYLANCUTHBERT.
and Bear.
Mine is Technoduki, TECHNODOOKIE.
One thing we should say is with the difference between the PixelJunk news feed and the PixelJunk radio feed is that the radio feed will probably have like little comments and things about our podcast and
Yeah.
what we're doing, etc., etc. And the news feed will actually have the official announcements. On it.
Yeah, and what I've been doing more recently is just stuff that's going on around the office.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, just little silly announcements. You know, every day I think I'll make one tweet.
I just
Nice.
made the tea.
I-
This tea is great. I'm drinking Earl Grey now. What do you write?
I'm
No,
sitting at
no,
my
just
desk.
like Ogi-san. Ogi-san, he's an artist here. He moved desks yesterday,
Oh,
and
okay.
he has this amazing action figure collection.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wish I had
I
my
bought
new
him-
smartphone.
I bought him that Hurley. Yes.
Oh really?
The from Lost.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Okay, so everyone, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good day. We're signing out for tonight. Everyone, say goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Your word.
Have a good dinner.
Yes. eat your veggies. Eat those green veggies,
Yeah.
okay?
Eat up your greens.
Yes.
Wait, did you just say? Never mind. Sorry.
Wrap up tight.
And
Basically, as you go up in the sort of the ranks, I suppose, of Q games, you get more and more knowledgeable, and you become
Yeah.
this all-knowing being at the top. So it all just comes into play,
Yeah.
I think, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know everything. I just know some things about games.
just more than everyone else.
Well, certain areas,
I would make the argument
and
that
there's
Dylan
certain
pretty
areas.
much.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just trying to interrupt area as often as possible.
I would make the argument. Hey, sure.
You'll make the argument.
Yeah, I would make the argument.
I just wanted to say.
Oh no, sorry. This room is abuse.
I think this is power harassment, isn't it?